Alrighty, here we go with episode 738. I just finished doing a long video about the poll results. It was going to be the intro to this episode, but then you know how these things go out of control. Just like story arcs. You think it's going to be a 30 episode story arc, and next thing you know, you're 150 episodes deep, right? So I can relate, like I said. Let's go and get into this. Guess I should put my headphones on, even though, you know, technically you don't need the sound. But we're not doing this without sound. 3, 2, 1. Big boy fist. I like that Law's just laying there. Yeah, he's probably asleep. Although this information might help him at some point. Yep, Usopp fell asleep. He doesn't need this. He doesn't care. I heard Luffy and Sabo. I assume it's just more flashbacks, so why would you be bringing Luffy into it? I like this determined look, that's why I'm laughing. Very determined guy. This is a good use of memory loss. Oh, shit. Oh, this is when he remembered. Okay. This is a really good use of memory loss. Because I've seen it used so badly by so many creatives. We don't have faces or eyes. I like that. The hell you want, Jesus. Can't even sit up here and look at the ocean without being questioned. Damn. She's just checking in, you know. I'm not paying attention to you. Well, you have the snails. Couldn't you have called and see if everybody's cool? Probably want to keep transmissions to a minimum now that I think about it. Even though this is something we've never asked. Snail transmissions are encoded, aren't they? It's something like somebody can intercept them. It's telepathic. There probably is no way to intercept a snail communication, is there? I see. Now we're talking. How are we going to take advantage of this, boys? Don't worry, he'll be replaced. Dragon seemed kind of pissed. Yeah, everything's cool. Get him out of here. Ah, shit. What's up? That feels like a familiar name. Oh, shit. They put my shit out there. I keep my secrets close. Worked with him for your whole life and never knew this. Not that you would even know who Luffy was until a couple years ago, right? At this point, Luffy's only been big for 6 months. Nice hat. I never realized that Ace's hat is reminiscent of Sabo's hat. It's just not goggles, right? But it's reminiscent. They kind of remind you of each other. You talking shit. That kid was talking shit from an early age, man. I eat rejection for breakfast. Calm down, little man. Damn, dude, get together. Need some coffee? They probably have never seen him cry, you know? He's a tough dude. Not that crying makes you not tough, you know what I mean? You get me. Wild shit. And they did. Too bad you didn't remember sooner, man. You could have been there. That's, again, why this feels like a retcon, but a good retcon. In a good way. Like not a criticism. Shit. If he had been there, he might have been enough. Although he didn't have a fruit power then, though. He's basically just a dude with a pipe, right? Some hockey. So, I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't have been enough. This would be a lot. We're talking about what? They were together for a year? Maybe longer? A year's worth of memories? These are probably my favorite flashbacks. Whenever I think about One Piece flashbacks, I think about this group here. So good, man. These three idiots running through the woods with their pipes. Yeah, it's just foolishness. The camaraderie they had, it was just all so good, man. Dragon's just taking it in, man. You think Dragon would be more worried about his number two? You having a psychotic break? What's happening here, man? Shit, he took it hard, man. I really like how they're doing this. They got me emotional for something that happened 2 years ago. It's the voiceover that's getting me. The voiceover is absolutely incredible. Man, that was really strong. So, did they show him at some point where he visited the gravestone or whatever? I think they did. All right, man. Enforced vacation. You're on sabbatical. I like their base, man. This is cool. Speaking of new locations. What the hell is a pink cloud for, man? This is starting to feel more than a professional relationship. Keep it professional, man. What's up? Hilarious. I remember everything. That's a beginning of a Meatloaf song. I don't remember which one. It just adds nuance to my life. It's not really changing the course and trajectory of my character arc. These some tired dudes, man. So who's actually hearing this? The people who didn't really fight that much, I guess. He's sad eating and sad drinking. Sad drinking is not good. Frankie did a lot of fighting, but he's still awake. Oh, so is Zoro. I'll kick your ass. Fair enough, by the way. Can he create food and alcohol? I think he can. Yeah, no shit. You're in big trouble. Yep. You better have a lot of money. Like a lot. That's true. Yeah, let's have it. What this meeting with? That was a nice little interlude. You got to break up the story a little bit, right? That so they skipped over his conversation with Dragon. God damn it! That's the one. That's the thing I wanted the most. But yeah, I was right. He did visit the grave. I think we saw that at some point, right? Real quick shot. Yep. He heard the Straw Hats are back, and he's like, I'm doing it." Now we're talking. Hell yeah. I'm winning that shit. Yeah. Yeah, you're not allowed to have a casual conversation with my master. That's a long way to say you should be butting out of my business. Get out of my face. This look is my favorite look for Luffy ever. I love it. The beard, the hat, it all works, man. It's perfect. Look at it. It has been a long time. And Luffy's not very smart, so. Idiot. Come on, you can get there. And yeah, let's turn up the light. Here you go. Did we see? I don't remember this part of the conversation. Is this new? Yeah, I remember this. I don't know. Maybe it's just been a while since we saw this. Plus, they got me crying and shit, so hard to focus. Yeah, that's right. Back from the dead. Thanks for pressing your groin against my face, you idiot. Yeah. Man, Eric killed me. Man. That voiceover actor's something else, man. Not this one. I mean, this one's obviously the best ever. But The actual emotion, I'm talking about when he was grieving, like he was killing me, man. Incompetent. Get your tears out of my face. That would have been some shit, by the way. Lost both brothers without even remember they existed. I don't know how you go on from that. I remember some of this. I don't remember all of this. I wonder if they added shit or they cut back and forth, which means they cut out a little bit of it. I'm not sure. Or I just don't remember it. Like, I don't remember being on his back crying, right? I'm taking it either way, but I would like your permission. Food, you know it. I'm out. Yeah, I don't care if he sees my face. I'm a dick. Yeah, no shit. Dumbass. That is wild. They said the same thing. He's the only one to be in position to know that. Back to the revolution. Dick. Dick. So what's it gonna be, buddy? Oh boy, Snake Eyes. That ain't bad. Even though it's one. What Snake Eye? I see. And that's not a trick die, right? I do whatever the hell I want. Put a shirt on. Shut the hell up. Makes you sound like a whiny bitch. He rigged that die, man. There's no way. There's a crazy blonde. Barrier Boy's not with him. That's interesting. None of the people I thought might join the crew are actually with him in physical space right now. Cryos is with him. He's the only one with him physically. Interesting. That aside, think he wants her to become monarch. Shit, nope. I keep getting predicting that. I keep being wrong. Yeah, I don't know about all that. Sounds like an almost Disney music track. That's kind of weird. Big ass birds, man. Are those real birds or are they magic birds? Oh, that was what his conversation with Dragon was about. He was telling Dragon about Luffy's childhood, I bet. That's what it was. I see. Okay. Should have been obvious, but, you know. There is one line of dialogue about that, like right after he said he needed to see Dragon, that I didn't catch because I was talking, so I'm going to go check that out. He didn't say anything about Dragon. He said, at that moment, I feel like Ace said to me, you're my brother and you're Luffy's brother. Which is interesting. But, yeah, they're being very coy with Dragon. Very, very little screen time. Every time you get a chance to see Dragon interact with somebody, they cut away. They move the camera to something else. Obviously intentional. They do the same thing with Shanks. And I wonder, is this just to create a red herring scenario? A lot of people think Shanks is evil because we're not spending any time with Shanks. We don't see him. So you can inject whatever you want into this blank slate, right? So I think that's one of the biggest reasons. And the author can do that intentionally with 2 or 3 different characters. One of them's evil, the rest of them are just red herrings. Is Dragon the one who's actually evil? Is he the one that's actually going to betray us? And we never spend any time with him. We never hear anything he says. We don't know what he thinks. Why is he doing a revolution? There's many reasons you could do a revolution. You can just say, well, the government's shitty, that's it. But sometimes people want to depose the government, but they don't have any idea what they want to replace it. They just want to depose the government because the government is really bad. Or they want to depose the government and take over because they have their own ideas of what they want, how they want to roll. Which one is Dragon? Is it something else? Is there just some specific person in the government he wants out of there? Does he just want the celestial dragons out of there, but not the elders? Or the other way around? Or like there's this assumption now that there's people above the elders that are calling the shots, probably the dragons, but it could be something else. Maybe he wants to take that government because he thinks the government is hiding something critical that the people need, right? Could be keeping, technology down. Like, let's stay at a certain state of technological level, right? Or, there's a million different things that could be his motivation. We don't know any of these things. We have no idea. Because they keep cutting away from him. That feels intentional. I mean, there's no way it's an accident. They did the same thing with Robin, right? So, and again, people are talking about, like, well, it clearly didn't matter. But not everything has to be super plot relevant to matter. You can spend 6 scenes with a character, and none of them advance the plot. But after those 6 scenes, you actually understand who the character is. Like, you put that character alone in a room with your hero. Is that character going to try to kill your hero? Are they going to try to have sex with them? Are they going to try to help him? Are they going to try to hinder them? Are they going to try to gaslight him? If you spent those previous 6 scenes with that character, you know what they're going to do when they go in that room. Or you have a really good idea, right? So, a lot of times what people say is filler, we're not talking about the animated definition of filler at this moment, just filler within a show, right? Is character building. Character building is one of the 3 hinges upon which story is based, right? You have plot progression, you have character building, and you have conflict, right? So, usually a scene's going to have one of those 3 things, sometimes more. And you can break it up and you can have different classifications, use different words, but like basically there's 3 hinges, right? Character building is always on that list. The other 2 are debatable, but character building is always on the list. And there's a reason for that. Because, like, if you don't build the characters, we don't care about them. We can't predict their actions. We don't know what they're going to do. They're just game pieces. They're tokens, right? At that point, avatars. So, they're keeping Dragon in the shadows from us, the audience, for a reason. I just don't know what that reason is. Same thing with Shanks. And there's some interesting parallels between those 2. You have the real father, and then you have the mythic father. The spiritual father. And both of them are being kept in the shadows. I think that's an interesting parallel.